We're joined now by CFL analyst Matt Dunigan. And Matt, we know now that there will be a play package designed for Johnny Manziel that will be based on his Texas A&M days, familiarity with Mike Sherman, his days in Hamilton, and basic plays around the league. So what do you believe that play package will look like, tailored to his skills?
Yeah, basic plays around the league. You know, that's pretty much where he's at right now with this offense is simplicity. And familiarity is extremely important for him. And having a relationship with some things that he did with Mike Sherman back at Texas A&M will help out a little bit, just with terminology, all right? So they could package those things and he can rep it out a few times in practice because you can't take away from the team's effort out there in the starter, Vernon Adams. So you have to be very, very smart in how you approach this. Give him a package he's comfortable with, he can verbalize and go out there and execute, and that's what they're doing.
Well, part of the process, too, is that it isn't just learning the plays. He has to become familiar and build rapport with his teammates. And the offensive line has been an Achilles heel for the Alouettes all season long, and he's got to learn his receivers, too.
Yeah. So they'll bolster that with Tony Washington. Landon Rice goes on the one game right now. And they'll be better up front because of Tony. But you have to know those subtleties and those idiosyncrasies of each player on the football field in those situations where you know it's 2nd and 4, you know this guy's going to bang off the linebacker and he's going to sit down in that hole right there for you. You got to know who that guy is. He hasn't had an opportunity to do that in practice. He's just running plays right now. He doesn't have that one-on-one opportunity with these guys that you would normally have going through training camp and get that feel for who can do what. And so very difficult for him to go out there and have that rapport with anybody right now.
Well, we've all talked so much about Mike Sherman being a valuable resource for Manziel, but the fact is that Khari Jones is the offensive coordinator who he's going to work with most closely. What kind of instruction do you believe he's going to get from Khari?
Everything. That's where his source of information should come from. I asked him about it, and Johnny says he didn't know much about Khari at all. I said, well, you might want to dive into that a little bit because he was pretty good at what he did up here for a long time. But Khari and Johnny are going to have a really close relationship moving forward. I think that's going to be his biggest resource to tap into on a regular basis.
Okay, well, Mike Sherman was a little bit vague as to who his backup is, whether it'll be Matthew Schultz or Johnny Manziel. He says that it could vary depending on game situations, so something to watch for Thursday night in addition to Manziel's debut.